Well, we're going to come back and give you some more names when the music starts to play in our ear. It's time for In Touch News to pay some bills. We'll see you back in just a few. We're back. Thank you so much, Facebook family, for tuning in. You got to meet our guest today, Mrs. Georgia Kinsey, and she was giving us a rundown about the Women's Conference. It's happening here on Saturday, May 18th from 11 to 3 p.m. We will be looking for vendors, and off the top, I'm thinking we have Calabris here, switching up styles. He has all of the latest in fashions and handbags and now outfits. She's carrying a line of beautiful outfits. The right jewelry. We also have, when it comes to fashion, we have Angie, and that's Accents Boutique. She will be here displaying what she has. All of her products come to us from Africa, and that's a beautiful thing. We've had her on the show, and we've also identified with some of her products. But to my right, because you've heard from our guests, we want to do a shout out and say hello to Rick Rawlings from the Style Lab.
Hello.
And you're going to be taking care of what part of the
Well,
Women's Conference?
I'll be doing the fashion show featuring Elizabeth Carson Racker, Audrey Pat McGee, and also Eric Swoop Wise, who also designs out of that's Eric Green.
Okay,
but we're working on him as well.
Awesome.
No, we're working on him as well.
Eric, if you're listening,
and but Eric Swoop Wise heads Urban Native and the African fashions from Fashion Under the Stars, so he'll be here as well. So we're excited about that aspect of all that we're doing. It'll be a mini fashion show, which is a precursor to another fashion show that will happen here on the 5508 campus on June 7th with Runway Noir.
It's happening here at 5508. Yes. Mm-hmm. You all will have to put these dates down. So a little bit about fashion. We're just getting into the spring, and we're about to hit summer.
Yes.
And so what can we expect? What are some of the colors and fabrics and prints that your designers will be showcasing?
The bolder.
Ooh, bolder, yes.
The more beautiful. And
I like that already.
So in turn, there's a lot of flounce for the woman who is working on her full figuredness. Their clothing for her. There's clothing for every shape and size. We're fortunate that these three designers, I work with them on a regular basis as a part of the design team for Runway Noir. And you can find more information about that at runwaynoirtour.com. So it's runwaynoirtour.com. You can see an excerpt of some of the things that you may very well see in this show. But then again, on June 7th, as I said. But Elizabeth Carson Racker is one of the lead designers for Runway Noir, but she owns now Queen's Fabric. You remember Queen's Fabric? She now owns Queens Fabric, the Tampa store, because the owner Marisol is now in New York doing Queens Fabric New York. So she had mentored Elizabeth, and now she's doing that, and so there's nothing that's not at her reach and her possibility. So you'll see some of the things, and then with Audrey Pat McGee is just
she's a native.
She's a native, and and so is Elizabeth. Elizabeth's from Clearwater, and so we're just excited about these three people.
Okay.
And all the other people. There'll be a couple of other guest designers that will chime in as well, but it's going to be a great show.
All right, so you heard it straight from Rick Rawlings, what we can expect. I like that we're going to hear more about the fashions. We're going to hear more about what we can expect at the fashion show segment of Year of the Woman. But let me say this, shout out to Candy Lowe, because this past weekend, the Black Business Bus Tour went to
Elizabeth Carson Records.
Queens Fabric. So we got to actually see that firsthand. And for those of you that have not made your way out to the shop, I'm a seamstress, so I love fabric and textures and colors and designs.
Were you impressed?
And so you need to make a trip over there and make sure that you support. Now, that being said, we're going to roll the mic over to Miss Shanetta, who is going to talk to us about her foundation. I love the name. I've heard people say a lot of times, I'm living victoriously. But you flipped the script and you named your organization Victorious Living.
Yes.
And one of the things I liked about, one of the things I liked about your title, and it was something that I heard, this is a billionaire mogul say one time, and he coined this phrase, suppose close. Mm-hmm. And I thought, what does he mean? And what he meant was, you may be experiencing a situation, mm-hmm. but you already believe that that person is going to accomplish whatever the task is that you are putting before them.
Absolutely.
And when I saw the title, when I first met you and your company, I thought about that. That means that the families that you are helping, you already know that you're going to do something to help them.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your foundation, and then we'll come back and see how you're going to fit into the scheme of things with Year of the Woman.
All right. Well, Victorious Living is a sister to Happy Days Plus. Happy Days Plus has been in existence since 2008 in the Tampa area, and it is now up under Victorious Living. And the reason it's called Victorious Living is just that we want to impart victory into our families. We believe in what's called destination coaching. So if there's a challenge and there are barriers, we help the family to identify the barriers and then map out the way to success via family coaching. Many times there are services that are available to the parent or to the child, and they're isolated, but they don't bring the family together, and the family needs to be on the same page to be victorious. So that's why we call it Victorious Living.
Family needs to be on the same. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I heard you talk about navigation. I heard you talking about mapping out destination. It's like a journey.
It is. It is an absolute journey. And you want to enjoy the journey as much as possible, right? So sometimes the clients that come to us, they have been halted for one reason or another, and they realize that they need help. So the first thing is to realize that there's a reason that you're sitting before a family coach. There's a saying that I go by, and I've been going by for like the last 15 years or so, and I posted it this morning on my Facebook page. Okay. When want to becomes need to, change will occur. So this is why, regardless of the systems that a family may come before us, it might be through a social service agency, it might be through Child Protective Services, it might just be a family that recognizes that they're in need of help. But the first thing is to say that I need help, and that's how you can do destination coaching. All because right. Now we can map it out because you first admitted that there is somewhere you gotta go. We have a call.
Oh my goodness. Listen, Shanetta, you've talked up a caller.
I've talked up a caller.
Caller, come in. Come in. We're so excited to have you join. Let's talk business with Cheryl J. Cuso. Who do we have on the line?
We have your daughter on the line.
Because Speak. Oh, I can't hear.
It's your
My
daughter.
name's Alana.
Oh, they're telling me it's my daughter. Oh, baby girl.
Yes. Do you know me?
I
That's
can't hear
interesting.
you.
She said, "Do you know me?"
I do know you. They're having to tell me what you said.
Congratulate you on your third
Oh, it's really
month. I'm so proud of you. You took the leap, and it's been growing and excelling. And I just wanted to call in and congratulate you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we're looking forward to having you come. I know that's your birthday weekend, Saturday, May 18th. But if you could maybe come this way and shout us out
Well,
at
thank God for
5508.
technology. You know your daughter likes to get missing for her birthday, but I will be there via technology.
Okay.
I guess we'll be Skyping you in or something. FaceTime.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes.
But I will
Zoom.
have representation there for you.
Oh, well, thank
Awesome.
you so much. Thank you so much. Well, listen, you can pass the word because we're going to be giving away 2 tickets. So some blessed individual is going to receive a ticket. We need you to call in 813-444-9588. Thank you so much, Alana. Have a fabulous
You're
day.
welcome, Mama.
Love you.
You too. Love you.
Hey, you got to
That's
have
cute.
So, I can hear everything. I can hear. We are so excited. So, listening to you talk about what individuals have to do and to find that need, you've tapped into something. So you're reaching out to them. Can you hear? Okay.
It's off and on.
Okay. Yeah, mine is too, but that's okay. We're gonna make the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. Technology.
Right.
God, touch the mics.
Don't touch them.
And all of the other equipment. So I think if we just kind of stay steady, we'll be okay.
Okay.
So that being said, you were explaining to us a little bit about your foundation. How do you find your consumers? Or they find you?
They actually find me through county and city resources.
Okay, so you're
and-
listed as one of the affiliates?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome. So if an individual is listening to the show and they're hearing you talk about this amazing path and breaking it down and turning it into a journey, how can they find you?
Well, I'm a vendor with the Children's Board, so anyone in
Okay.
Hillsborough County is pretty much that is connected to case management. They can
Okay.
speak to their case manager, and their case manager would then put in the referral for them to come over to Victorious Living.
Okay, so individuals aren't just coming here on 5508 campus and knocking on your door.
They're coming via referral.
They have to be referred. Well, we just want to make sure that individuals know that there is a process that we must go through in order for you to be able to help them. Well, that's fantastic because that means you are always having individuals come. Those are two
pretty
huge
much.
agencies that have recognized that there's a problem
Yes.
and they've come up with a solution.
And we're contracted via the school board as well.
Okay, so that's a third entity. So help is there, but they need to go to the resources that have already been made available in order to be able to find you. Y'all know we are just having fun today, and that's what you have to do. Make the best of a situation. Technology is great. Oh, I hear the music for the first time. That means we're getting ready to break for a commercial.
Yeah.
We'll see you back after the break.
Hi, this is Dale Day. Join me every Monday at 7 p.m. for Jazz at Miss Connie's house, bringing you the smoothest jazz and the coolest guests right here on In Touch Radio.
is Miss K with K's Kitchen, where we're cooking Chicago-style fried chicken and fish with the authentic Chicago-style mouth sauce. Come check us out at our new restaurant located at 3320 East Osborne Avenue in the Jackson Heights area. We have a brand new menu which includes whole wings, catfish, pizza puffs, and much more. Call us at 813-368-5196. Again, that number is 813-368-5196. See you soon.
My name is Gil Sampson. I didn't come from a very rich family, and so paying for college would have been very tough. I don't know if I would have been able to go to the college that I went to, and then I don't know if I would have gotten into the career that I am in. So I think Bright Futures has done a lot to shape my life. Got a job as a structural engineer, and I design residential buildings, commercial buildings all over the United States. Because of Bright Futures, I was able to go to college. You know, so many kids just don't even ever get that opportunity, and to be able to do it and not have any debt when I graduated is amazing, and it was all thanks to Bright Futures.
Florida has created more than 1 million jobs in only 5 years, and a great education connects our students to these exciting opportunities. That's why the Florida Lottery has funded Bright Futures scholarships to help over 725,000 students attend college. Because every play is for education. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
And we are back. Oh, yeah, that's a great mic. I can hear myself. I hear feedback. Welcome back to Let's Talk Business with SJC. We have someone that has joined us in the studio. He's my co-host. You all know he's here every first Wednesday. Derek Blue.
What's up? What's going on? What's going on?
You know, this is our third month on the air together.
Wow.
Yes, 90 days.
We just made history. We passed the probationary period of radio interview.
We don't have to court anymore. On the radio.
We're hired.
We're hired. We're going to hear more about him in just a minute and what's happening at 5508. But the reason we were here and we started the conversation off with 2019 Year of the Woman, but it's a women's conference. Yes. And so in the house joining us is our campus director, Mrs. Georgia Kinsey. She got to get, yeah, see, now you all can hear our audience. Yes, we have a live audience. Live through production. But that being said, you shared with us your inspiration for wanting to pull together the women here at 5508. So you're bringing your Arizona pizzazz to the Florida Sunshine State, where the women look just like the sunshine with their beautiful glow.
Yes, they do.
You shared with us. Oh, let me give you the number because we're giving away 2 tickets, and that's 813-444-9588. There are 2 tickets that will be available. However, Georgia, tell them how they can purchase their tickets now, how they can also sign up as a vendor, and then if you want your name to be part of the signature of the event, they can sponsor the event as well.
Correct. There is a couple of ways. Of course, we are on Eventbrite, so they could go on Eventbrite and find us there. The tickets are at Eventbrite, and then search for 5508 2019 Year of the Women. And also, you could come here on site if you'd like to meet us, even some of the speakers. Come into Suite 7 and, purchase your tickets. We're also looking for vendors, not too many, but there's a few. I'm looking for vendors that cater to women, that do spas and lotions and potions and hair and makeup. So I'm looking for all that. And, so those are the kind of vendors that I am looking for. So we have great speakers. We have great vendors.
Well, tell us about some of the speakers before you have to chime off. We started off
yes.
with Mrs. Melanie Blue.
Yes.
And so who do you have next?
Chloe Cabrera. Of
Chloe
course,
Cabrera. Yes.
We have the lovely and
keep
famous
going.
Miss Cheryl Cousseau.
Keep going.
And of course, we have Shawnetta, who's here.
Yes. We'll come back to Shawnetta. Who else?
Dina. Deneen.
Yeah, Deneen. Yes, Deneen's
Atted.
coming.
She is amazing. I'm just looking forward to hearing what she has to say. And then we have our own Angie.
Shout out to Angie Accents Boutique.
Tamara Schamberger.
Yes.
Paula Watkins. and Peggy Rojas, because we are a sisterhood. We're reaching all the women. 2019. It's not just about one color. It's about women coming together in a community. So I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to, tell us.
Well, you've eloquently put that, and it really is. We are women of color.
We are.
So 2019, you'll see us in all hues, and those colors will be represented as a part of the fashion show.
Oh, yes.
But we're fortunate to have one of our guest speakers here. And why don't you just go ahead and give them just a little snippet about what you're going to cover at the Women's Conference, Shanetta?
All right, looking forward to May the 18th, Year of the Woman Conference. And I've been tasked with the assignments of speaking about finances and encouraging women to step into learning more about the finances that make the household work, flow, grow, and be well nourished. So the task of that will be, we will review basically what a budget is. Many times people think that a budget is just me spending my money. It's more than you spending your money. So we're going to break down the different categories and just learn a little bit more about, some financial goal setting. And then we're going to, talk about those streams of income, because at the end of the day, the more legal streams of income, I have to say legal, because I found myself in a situation one time when I said, increase your streams of income. So I have to say legal. So the more legal money you bring into your household, the more balanced it can be. And then, so we'll get into talking about increasing the streams of income. And then we need to talk about expenses, because at the end of the day, you got to know what's coming in, what's going out, what the expenses are. And then you need to have room for savings. So we're going to cram all of that, because I truly believe that if you can adequately run your household, running a business is not a challenge.
All right.
There's some challenges, but when you got home flowing the way that it should, it makes business a whole lot more easier.
And can I say how I approached her?
Absolutely.
First of all, myself, way back when, my husband would say budget. I'm like, no, I make the money, I'm going to spend it.
That's the budget.
And
You're the woman. Tell you my philosophy.
And so my budget, he said, no, we have to have a budget. And I said, I made this much, I'm at least taking this much out. Then you have the rest of the budget. And so if I was lacking something, he'd say, remember the budget? And I'd be like, oh man, so lesson learned. And a lot of women, their husband passed away, and they're like, what should I do?
They don't have a clue.
They don't have a clue. So that's when I approach her. She says, you got to get your household together before you could get a business together. So and I learned that also, because I'm a business owner, and I had to transition the same. So it is very powerful, the information that she has.
I am actually looking forward to it. And what you said, legally, those streams of income. Mr. Blue always has this little saying when he's talking to individuals that come and they visit us, or he's doing presentations, and he always says, now I know Pookie told y'all how to start a business,
Hello.
what you can sell and how to do it, but you need to stop listening to Pookie. Isn't that right, Mr. Blue?
Absolutely. Look, Georgia and the team that's working with her has put a phenomenal panel of ladies together. You would cheat yourself if you don't make it to 5508 on the 18th. I'm telling you, the information that you just heard just in those last 45 seconds, people spend thousands of dollars just to hear that. And they're packing, we're packing this in just for a $25 registration. Make that investment in your future. I'm looking at this lineup and I'm like, wow, I might throw a wig on and kind of sneak in the back or something. I want to be a part of this. I won't put on a wig.
He's taking himself back to the hair day. We're good. We do want to have the support of men. And here's how you can be supportive. Look at the women in your household, the women in your family, and say, Mother's Day is coming up. Now, there's some other gifts you're going to have to go out and purchase. That's for sure. But do something for her. and go ahead and purchase the ticket today. If you purchase the ticket today, it's $20.
It's $20, correct.
So we don't want you to wait until the day of. We have a fabulous facility here that we're going to use. We do have lots of room, but we want you to go ahead and make that investment today. Go on to Eventbrite and just search 5508. We're there.
Yep.
That's how big we are now. You put in 5508 and you got us.
Yep.
And as I was listening to Shanetta speak about the budget, the family budget, and learning that and establishing that foundation, it does make for an easier segue as business owners. Everybody in here, we're all entrepreneurs.
Yes, that is
we
true.
are all entrepreneurs. Yay, shout out to entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And we'll be talking about that because May, we've got Mother's Day coming up. We've got the Perfect Women Empowerment event coming up on Saturday, May 18th. The call-in number, 813-444-9588. If you want those tickets, we need you to call in so that you can at least have one of the two tickets. That being said, hey, Facebook family, we can't read all of your comments, but we'll chime in with you at the end of, or when we break for a commercial. But I want to take this time out to say we have a lineup. You heard Mr. Blue talk about some of the individuals that are here. As I look at this list, you heard Shanetta talk about the piece that she's going to do with Angie being a business owner. Wait till you hear her story. She's been on the show before. You've got Tamara Schamberger sitting, actually she's the chair of Hillsborough County School Board. Boots on the ground. She takes no prisoners. She takes no prisoners. She is very, very supportive in what she does. And to have Paula and Peggy come in and share their expertise. But our host, Miss Marilyn J. Shout out to you, Marilyn. We are so looking for. She will keep us all in line. She'll keep us on point. And she's a phenomenal MC, phenomenal DJ, and a true woman supporter. That's what you have to look forward to.
Yes.
I know we're going to get ready and break out with a break coming up. I'll hear the music in my ear in just a moment. But
Can I say
go
something?
ahead.
I really
Because
just want to
music is coming.
shout out to the men of 5508.
Yes.
They have been supporting the women and donating. And I thank each and every one of you.
We're going to come back after the break. See you in a moment.
Hi, this is Dr. Veronica Walters, also known as Dr. V, the head of school at the Walters Academy for Entrepreneurship, a place that we like to call The Way, where we're educating today's youthpreneurs to be tomorrow's billionaires through social entrepreneurship. Do you have a student who's bored, frustrated, gifted, inquisitive, creative, business-minded? Then maybe you need to check The Way out. Listen, we have an educational platform that allows for individualized instruction. It's strength-based, project-based, and designed to help your student become the absolute best they can while starting their own business and being an entrepreneur. If you're looking for something different and you need to find a more excellent way, then you need to visit us at The Way. That's The Way, www.thewaetampa.org. Or you can call us at 813-603-7923. We look forward to showing your student a more excellent way at The Way.
Hi, I'm Donald L. Dowers Jr., your motivational guru. This is the DLD Motivational Moment. One darn second. America since 2017 is suffering from a serious hiccup. 9/11 is seriously overused in a distasteful manner. Every day the cops are calling on an innocent person of color. It amazes me that America has come down to this. A person of color becomes a person of interest. Waffle House, the dorm, Starbucks is a few. This is not the lunch counters, sit-ins of the 1960s. 2019, harassed simply for being black and proud. Hold on one darn second. This has been the DLD Motivational Moment. Pre-order my new book, Motivational Moments, at DLD282002 at yahoo.com or 813-394-5875.
We are back. We are live on Facebook. Let me give you the call-in number, 813-444-9588. We look forward to hearing from you. We want to be able to give the tickets away. And if for some reason you didn't get through or will not get in, we'll figure out another creative way to do it. That's what women do. We create solutions. We're back, and we're going to hear from the campus queen. Yes, she's the campus queen
Director.
of 5508. Officially, she's the campus director, but we're all Nubian queens out here. And that being said, she is going to share and do some final wrap-ups about Year of the Woman. It's important to understand you can get your tickets today for $20. Men, hear us. Treat some special woman in your life for $20. Go ahead and purchase 4 tickets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and purchase 4. And let them know how much you love and appreciate them. Saturday, May 18th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Women doing their thing, supporting one another, encouraging one another, creating a paradigm shift for real, and saying we can do this, we got this, because we know we have the support of our male counterparts. Mm-hmm. What else would you like to share with us about this phenomenal event, Mrs. Kinsey?
Well, I just wanted to share the from my heart the reason why I'm doing this for women. I had a friend, a LinkedIn friend. I've never met her before. She came to the campus, and her name is Selena, and we shared the campus with her, and she just really enjoyed it. But I wanted to just say what she said. She enjoyed the opportunity, and she said, "You inspired me that day to begin the process of starting my own business." And then she said, "I would also love to keep you as a mentor." And that's what I'm all about, mentoring women and helping women. And that's why I'm having this conference. And so, yep, we're going to have dynamic speakers and design fashion show. We have great unique vendors, and you know what? We're gonna feed you. It's gonna include lunch. So all for $25, $20 if you get it early, but $25, I mean, that's nothing. I could shop and blink that in no time.
Okay.
So hopefully to see everybody there. I'm looking forward to meeting fantastic, beautiful speakers, women that's going to encourage and empower each other to be successful so we could have 2020, the Year of the Women.
2020. All right. So you heard us. She spoke it. And when you make a decision to do something that's going to empower a community, you cannot do it just once. Right. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're so welcome. Thank
you.
Please
stay. We just have a few more minutes because you're the campus queen, and we have some I'm so excited I don't know what to do with myself. We've been talking about 5508. It happens here. So many activities go on here. But this summer is kicking off a phenomenal event. We're starting with Year of the Woman. So, men, we have not left you out. We have not. We're going to take you back in a time before you were even born.
Yes.
And it was a time when really men held it down. They held it down. We're going to switch the mic over to Mr. Blue, and he is going to tell you after the Year of the Woman's conference. We're going to give you about a month to regroup. And then we are going to talk about something that we say here all the time. Yes. We have been calling this place a little black Wall Street for a long time.
Yeah.
Now it's coming to fruition. Yes. What's on the agenda, sir?
Wow. Well, Cheryl is right. We were talking this morning on the phone. And the excitement that was in her voice, you could kind of feel it. And you're not able to normally feel voices, but as excited as she was, I was on the exercise bike and just rowing, and I just started speeding. I burned like 1,000 calories just talking to her this morning. But after you've invested in that woman in your life,
yes,
whether they're young or old, after you've made that investment in May. What we have committed to at 5508 is to provide events for this entire summer. And Dr. Cousseau and I, our team of event specialists, we're making provision for you to bring your family to events right out here at 5508. So we're also excited about what's going to be happening in June, and that is what we call the Black Wall Street Experience.
Drum roll, please.
The Black Wall Street Experience. I'm sure you all have heard about Black Wall Street and everything that happened there. We don't have time to go over the history today, but we have put 5508 in a time machine. And on June 14th and 15th, that's Friday, June 14th, and Saturday, June 15th, we'll be having the Black Wall Street Experience. That's sponsored by Wells Fargo. We have some partners.
Shout out to Wells Fargo.
Shout out to Wells Fargo for believing in what we're doing out here, as we call it, Wakanda, investing into the community. When you invest in THAP, you're investing in the community.
Absolutely.
Small businesses, and we're excited about what's going to be happening on June the 14th and 15th on that Friday night. And here's the thing: this is not just an ordinary event. We are premiering the stage play Black Wall Street. It's a play that's gone across the country. It's going to actually be here at 5508 on June 15th, Friday. The weekend starts off at 6 o'clock. There'll be a social mixer, a dinner, silent auction. Dr. Cousseau will be talking about our blocks and our bricks and how you can support the organization. At 8 p.m., the stage play will actually start. On Saturday, June 15th. This is a busy weekend for us.
It is.
I'm just looking at all of this. On Saturday, June 15th, we'll be having an entrepreneurial panel. We have some of the premier entrepreneurs from the city of Tampa and abroad, from St. Petersburg, people who are not only talking the talk, but are walking the walk, and are successful. There'll be a panel discussion from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. People like Gypsy Gallardo, Hugh Campbell. I can't even remember everybody. Some powerhouse, and I'm sure they don't mind, millionaire entrepreneurs who will pretty much be talking about entrepreneurship and, of course, one of the loves that I have, real estate development. So there'll be a breakfast, and then at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. is our Small Business Expo.
Yes.
We've made provisions for you to come and vend. We'll have music, food, entertainment, the whole 9 yards. We'll be talking more about that.
Free to the community,
and it's free to the community. That's the thing. Brought to you by Wells Fargo. That event is absolutely free. You can come by 5508 North 50th Street. Stop by Suite 1, which is Suite 2. I'm sorry. Don't go to 1 unless you got to use the restroom. But Suite 2, that's Cousseau and Associates. Or you can come by Suite 7 and get information about that. That afternoon, shortly after the panel, and it's amazing, we've received a good reception from youth organizations that said, we want our children to know about this history. We weren't going to do it originally, but the demand was so strong. There are some youth groups, and I think we still have space. We're going to do a special presentation, a matinee, just specifically for those youth groups. So if you have children, you have young folks that you want to teach the history about Black Wall Street, and then you actually want them to experience Black Wall Street in Tampa, you bring them out to 5508, right here at 5508. And then at 7 p.m., with the rest of the energy that we have from this busy weekend, we'll have the final showing of the Black Wall Street play at 7 p.m. It's going to be a power-packed weekend. We're just excited about everything. Yeah, just get your vitamins, your Gatorade. We're just excited. So, and there are sponsorship and vendor opportunities that are will be made available to you all as well. So we're just excited, man.
We're excited. We're excited to be able to partner with Wells Fargo and having them wanting to invest. People can say, and we just came off of a political season, and we heard all of the candidates saying how East Tampa has been left behind, but they're going to remember us. And now we have the opportunity to say, come back and show us. Put your money where your mouth is. And we are pleased to be able to have the sponsorship of Wells Fargo, investing in our community, investing in small businesses, and wanting to help us be able to help you. So here's the deal. This is why I'm so excited. When you come to 5508 during that weekend, you will get to own a piece of this foundation. Yes. We have reserved just for you. So think about this. We have these amazing founders that actually created the THAP group. And can I just tell them just a snippet about what's to come?
Go ahead.
You'll be able to, you all heard us say early on when we introduced the show that we have Blue Street. Yes. We even talked about In Touch. Did you name your street yet? Not yet. Okay, well, you better hurry up and name it, and you got to put some houses on your street. Brick House. When you walk a little further, you'll be at Cusco Cove. So that means everybody in my family will need a block.
That's right.
You will be able to come here at 5508 and have a piece of our Black Wall Street. You can come here and say to your family, to your children, we have a whole row. So I'm shouting out College Hill Homes, 2414 32nd Avenue. All of those that grew up with me on 32nd Avenue, we're going to have a display, a row of 32nd Avenue. When I was a little girl growing up in College Hill, there was this piece of land, and in order for us to get to the local store, we had to cut through a jungle. It came to me this morning, we're going to have the 32nd Avenue jungle. In order to get to the store, the beauty salon, the barbershop, our Black Wall Street, you had to cut through the jungle. But you couldn't go through the jungle by yourself. You had to knock on some door. Hey, I got to go to the store. Can y'all come with me? You will be able to live that experience. Maybe we'll name that Jennings Jungle. But that being said, I know I can reach out to my family, but we are giving you the opportunity. You lived in Oakhurst? We will have rows representing Oakhurst Apartments 1 and 2.
Nice.
If you don't get on Blue Street, create your own street. We're going to have Hammond Haven.
Sure.
Yes. We're going to have Coles Court. If you all are catching on, these are the founders of the THAP group. We're going to have Max Manor. Yes. Monroe Mac, Robert Cole, Robert Scott. We're going to have Scott Street. Each one of those founders that helped us to create what we're calling today our Black Wall Street, but fictitiously named Wakanda. Yes. All of you will be able to come and support a piece of that historical pavement to say, I supported all of those entities, all of those businesses that formed, some of them over 60 years ago. You will be able to be a part of that. The information is here. We're going to link it on our website. You'll find information in In Touch. You'll find it in In Touch News, In Touch Radio, DSI Black Pages, the THAP group. Shout out to Maurice Martin. You'll hear more about it from him. Next Level. We are all partnering together. So we're calling the community to come together and show up and show out. We're bringing you the Black Wall Street experience. But when you come on this campus, you'll be able to experience 5508.
Absolutely.
That is true.
And Dr. Cusco, I would like to say one
it's all yours.
Last thing here. During our next first
show?
Wednesday, our next show, we'll actually have one of our board members joining us on our next segment.
Before the end too.
Yeah, we're gonna bring in one of our our very own board members, DJ CEO.
All right.
To come and represent with us, none other than Livorno Williams.
Shout out for Livorno.
Yeah, shout out to Livorno,
Chairman of the
our
board
chair, to share the vision, to share the big picture, to talk about how THAP is doing.
All right.
How it's doing. It's one thing to hear it from me and others, but I think it's excellent when you can hear it from our board chair. So we're excited about that. We just excited about the future of the organization and which way we're going. Nothing good comes easy.
That's right.
But we're excited.
We are, and you will have the opportunity to share in the excitement. We've given you a lot of information. Friday, and if for you all that don't know, that weekend leading up to that weekend is Juneteenth. And here's an opportunity, how appropriate as we bring here to Tampa, the first time, the Black Wall Street experience.
Yep.
You and if you're here at the right time, you'll actually get to meet the actors.
Absolutely, you'll get to meet them.
You want to make sure. Here's an opportunity to package up in your Mother's Day gift. The couples will be able to be a part of the VIP dinner and show.
Wow.
For $120. 2 tickets, dinner, at a show.
Right. Don't spend it at Lakeshore. Don't spend it on the South Side. Spend it right here in East Tampa. Quality entertainment, quality cuisine.
Yes.
I mean, again, watch something at the movie theater next week.
Oh, I heard
the
that.
following week. But support this presentation.
And that's important. History is everything. How will you ever know where you're going if you don't know from whence you've come? Right. So we're asking you to please, this is an opportunity to come out with your bestie, come out with your spouse, for a couple to be able to come together and catch a dinner and a show for under $100. Well, the couple is $120, but the singles can come for $65. You know what I also like about 5508? When you come here to VN, they've made it so affordable. They're providing you with your equipment to be a part of the Black Business Expo. Because we have the support of Wachovia, you get to bring your business here, your products and your services, for $55.
Wow. $55.
55.
Something about that number.
Something about that number. We could have gone 5508. But for $55, you will be able to come, and the community can come and shop for about 3 hours. That's important. But on that note, because we've said a lot, but for this weekend, we want you to make an investment into your family, into your community. We talk about how the dollar does not circulate around in our community. That's true. What you heard is true. It takes 6 hours. We can't keep money in our community past 6 hours. But on that weekend, let's show that we can do it. Purchase tickets for the family. Mom and Dad, you can come to the private show, the VIP show. If you have a ministry, churches, pastors, we will try to make room for you if you reach out to us now, because we already have commitments. Shout out to my pastor, Reverend Roundtree. We certainly need to bring our youth here. And that's important. 3 events. The month of May is also Small Business Month. And so Hillsborough County, actually Suncoast School, is going to be putting on an event on May 10th. From 4 to 7 in their new facility right here in East Tampa. So we will have the flyer and the link right immediately after the show. You're going to hear all about, thank you, Mrs. Kinsey, for coming to tell us about the Year of the Woman, Saturday, May the 18th. You'll have the opportunity to be here from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get your tickets today. They're only $20. Now, for those of you, and I'm going to shout out our athletes, our young kids are growing up and they want to play football. They want to play basketball. They want to be like we had some individuals right here on our campus, some sports. Hey, Thaddeus, we'll be calling on you as well. And they will bring Jameson and they will bring individuals. Here's an opportunity to bring kids right here to see the Black Wall Street experience. DJ CEO.
Well, I just think it's important to note I've got some sad news.
Okay.
That one of the original founders has passed. Jim,
Well, we will use this moment.
my fraternity brother, has passed on.
We heard about it earlier, but we wanted to let the family release it
Absolutely.
first. We definitely want to send our
My-
condolences and our
my
prayers
apologies to the family.
Hammond family.
Absolutely. When we started our first show, you'll remember Derek. He was our hero.
Yes, he was.
When we shared our moment in Black history, we shared the life of the Mr. James A., affectionately known Jim Hammond, one of the original founders. And that's why what we're doing here today is so very important. When he was here on the campus and we were laying the pavers, we had a brick party and he got to come over and cut the ribbon. And during that ribbon cutting ceremony, he said, "What you got for me?" And I said, "Look down." And he looked down and he saw a paver, James A. Hammond. That's history. I believe all things happened in God's time. And we want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hammond, for your vision. We're here today because of you. And as we end the show, let's talk business with SJC, the show where we are always up in your business. Rest in heaven, our dear, dear friend. Rest in heaven.
Hey, this is Tampa Bay Tammy. Don't forget to pick up your copy of In Touch News.
We're playing your favorite old school.
Ain't nobody